Hello again. My name is Miss Lynn from Early Literacy Matters. Today is the second part of learning about plants. When we stopped the last time, we were learning about a very peculiar plant called the pitcher plant. The pitcher plant is like many other plants because it has leaves and stems, but the leaves of the pitcher plant are designed to capture insects. Very interesting. A poppy flower has a stem and a bud. These are some of the vocabulary words we've heard before. A rose has a bud, a leaf that has some little thorns on the edges, and on the stem, the rose has a big thorn. That's to keep the animals from eating it. We're very familiar with strawberry plants. We love strawberries in Florida. The growing season for strawberries in Florida are February and March in the wintertime. Strawberries have little tiny seeds, which, if you're able to get them out, you can put them in your own garden and have your own strawberry plants. Strawberries grow low to the ground. On this page, we have something called a sweet pea. Like some of the other plants we've looked at, a sweet pea has a stem where it gets its water, and it has petals that form the flower. The teasel plant is also unusual looking. Right here is the flower head of the plant. But that flower head does not look very appetizing. I'm pretty sure the teasel was designed to keep birds and other animals away with its sharp, thorny head. Here's the stem of the plant, and look at the leaves. The leaves look different than some of the other plants. That's one of the things I want you to start looking at when you and your parents go out to the yard and look at some of the plants you have. Are the leaves the same? Are they different? How are they different? The tomato plant. The tomato plant grows on a vine. A vine is a kind of stem that extends along the ground for a long way, a long distance. And on the vine, there are tomatoes. Venus flytrap. Like the pitcher plant, the Venus flytrap has leaves, but these leaves are deadly to insects because while they are open, they seem harmless. But once an insect lands and they close up, that's how the plant gets its nutrients. A water lily is a kind of plant that we see all over Florida because we have a lot of water in Florida. The water lily puts roots way down into the sandy soil at the bottom of a lake, and it shoots its stem way up to the top so that the leaves float on the water. This makes a perfect place for frogs to hang out looking for insects. That's it today for the second part of learning about plants. This book has a lot of wonderful vocabulary for young children. I'm going to give you an example of 3 of the words from this story that you can discuss with your child. Actually, this is 2 words here. This is called seed and pod. A seed pod is a protective covering over seeds so that birds cannot get to the seeds as easily, or other animals as well. That might be a new word or a new couple words for your child. Pollen. Pollen is the yellow, powdery granules inside the flower that pollinators, like bees and butterflies, take to other plants so that young plants can grow. Thorn. A thorn might be unusual for your child, and it might be a good thing to walk around the yard and see if you have any plants that have sharp leaves or thorns. A thorn is an outgrowth from the stem, and it can be very sharp. Thanks for listening today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.